How you feel about that fight? Is it even possible at a catch weight?
There ain't no catch weight. You come up to 47.
You're not even entertaining a catch weight.
I'm a giant Gervonta fan. I think that guy is so unusual.
Yeah.
His style's so unusual, and his patience.
If you do fight, what weight would it be at?
195.
Oh, wow. So he would go all the way from 40 to 95?
Yeah, I mean, it would be an exhibition.
Okay. But, and so what does that mean? Is that 3-minute rounds?
Yeah, 10 3-minute rounds.
Joe Rogan and Terence Crawford step into the ring of analysis, breaking down the shocking announcement of the Jake Paul versus Gervonta Davis showdown. The unlikely crossover spectacle is going to stream live on Netflix from Atlanta's State Farm Arena, stirring controversy as Paul, a cruiserweight boxer, prepares to face the undefeated lightweight champion Davis in a catchweight exhibition marked by a staggering 65-pound size difference. Critics are calling it a freak show, and amid the backlash, Rogan and Crawford dissect what it means for boxing's integrity, legitimacy, and the sport's future.
The first few rounds, he throws very few punches.
He's just measuring. He's a computer, man.
Yep.
He's just getting the data on you, faking you, taking pictures of everything you do, and then like round 3, round 4, he starts to fucking just, and he's slipping, pop, pop, pop.
He's got special power, too. His power's special.
And he's mean too. As well, man.
Yeah. Mean is a big part of it, isn't it?
I think having that dog, being mean is like the biggest part in it, you know? You could be a great athlete. One day you're going to come across another great athlete. You know, it's who's got more dog in him.
Jake Paul leveraged his influencer fame into a serious boxing career through high-profile crossover fights and business ventures.
People are like so fucking insecure. Kind of lost myself in the whole entertainment world. And so when I found boxing, it gave me that like routine, that discipline. I got to like take time for myself in these boxing camps. And every day for training, I had to like meditate. And boxing gave me the ability to like reflect on myself and like realizing who I was and who I wanted to be. And that helped me mature. You get addicted to that validation from others. And that's something that I realized that I had to face. And like, why do so many people want clout? I'm not good enough. I need followers. I need likes. It's driving a lot of our generation because they're working so hard to get this external validation.
Meanwhile, Davis built his legacy through dominant performances and world titles, establishing himself as one of boxing's most feared punchers. Paul, a cruiserweight at around 200 pounds, will face Davis, a lightweight champion near 135 pounds, leading to a significant 65-pound weight gap.
25 is at the next year. I'm out of it.
After our second fight. You're out of it?
Yeah,
Care to elaborate on that?
out of the sport.
After our second fight. Nah, no, I'm gonna win, bro.
Nah, I could tell you my fights.
Despite the backlash, Joe Rogan has consistently defended Jake Paul's legitimacy as a boxer. On his podcast, Rogan insisted Paul is a legitimate boxer, pointing out that nothing he's doing looks wrong and praising his clean, effective technique. He also noted that people initially mocked his view, but now people are coming around.
If Jake Paul wasn't Jake Paul, if he wasn't this YouTube guy, he was just a boxer, and you see a boxer knock out the former UFC welterweight champion, not just the former, but one of the best ever, knock him out with one punch like that, you'd be like, oh man, have you seen this Jake Paul dude coming up? He's fucking for real. Because nothing about watching him fight, to me, screams like he's in over his head. Nothing. He looks like a real boxer.
At the same time, Rogan has also praised Davis for his terrifying knockout ability. He marveled that despite Davis's relatively unassuming physique, nothing special about the way he looks, the southpaw still packs extraordinary power. Reflecting on Davis's win over Ryan Garcia, Rogan described his style and presence as terrifying, likening him to a small Mike Tyson in terms of the psychological threat he poses in the ring. He warned that even the greatest fighters eventually decline, suggesting a reminder that boxers have a finite peak.
Gervonta's something. He's so unique. I think if you look at all the active boxers who are champions, he may throw the least amount of punches.
Yeah.
Because he sets guys up. And so the first few rounds, he's just calculating you, trying to find your openings, testing you. His first round of his last fight, I mean, how many punches did he throw?
Yeah.
Like very few.
Yeah.
But goddamn, when he hits you, you're fucked. That dude can crack. He's so good. He's so accurate and he's so sneaky. The way he like dips to the side, cuts in uppercuts. And his power, man, his power is just extraordinary. I am really interested to see if Ryan Garcia can handle that.
Terence Crawford, one of boxing's most respected technicians, surprised many by expressing belief in Paul's long-term potential. Speaking on the Ariel Helwani show, Crawford acknowledged that Paul has worked diligently in training and has genuinely improved over time. He praised Paul's nice right hand and emphasized that many prematurely write him off due to his YouTube origins. Crawford stressed that Paul's dedication and progression deserve respect, noting that he's putting serious time and focus into the sport, showing potential on his route to a title.
Jake says he could get a cruiserweight title in 2 years. Do you think he can?
Possible. It's possible. Listen, man, a lot of people write Jake off, but Jake can punch with that right hand. He got a nice right hand. Gained a lot of respect for Jake because he's not a YouTuber that's just boxing just to box. He actually trains and actually want to get better and actually have got better and really putting his time, focus, and energy into boxing. So you got to respect that.
When it comes to himself fighting Jake Paul, Crawford has been conflicted. Initially dismissive, citing size differences and a lack of boxing pedigree, he admitted he'd accept the bout if offered $200 million. Over time, Crawford's perspective softened. He's gained respect for Paul's dedication and improvement in the ring, praising his nice right hand and recognizing his progression through legitimate stepping stones. However, Crawford also emphasized that Paul should face genuine boxers rather than MMA fighters. So while he hasn't ruled it out, Crawford has yet to endorse such a matchup fully.
Would you fight Jake Paul? No, he too big. Yeah, Jake big, but he doing his thing. Man, I'm gonna let Jake do what Jake.
You got $200 million for you.
I'm fighting Jake. I'm fighting Jake Paul. Come on, Jake. Hey, Logan, I gotta fight your brother, man.
When you watched the Tyson and the Jake Paul fight,
Tyson shouldn't have been out there biting his gloves and stuff.
was he biting his glove because that was a tick, or was he biting his glove like, man, I want to hit this joke upside his head so bad, but I can't?
I don't know. I don't want to spread no rumors.
Crawford has been more critical when it comes to Gervonta Davis. He has accused Davis of benefiting from safe matchmaking, noting he hasn't faced the top elite fighters in his division. After Davis's controversial draw with Lamont Roach Jr., Crawford blasted the officiating on social media, declaring, "Roach won, and that should have been called a knockdown. I've never seen someone take a knee, and they don't count it as a knockdown." Crawford also openly taunted Davis via social media, urging him to fight Shakur Stevenson or Keyshawn Davis and calling him scared. Despite the tension, he maintains respect for Davis's skill.
Bro, when people, what I got from that is he's a hater. If you don't know me as a person, let's say you don't like me. Like, you don't know me. Like, you feel me? And I don't give a fuck. Him. If everybody including Will, I mean, Will.
Same question for you. You're a proud father.
For sure. We're going to do easy work or challenge. I'm going to name 6 fighters. You tell me easy work or challenge, all right?
Mm-hmm.
So we got Devin Haney.
Easy work.
Shakur Stevenson.
Easy work.
Keyshawn Davis.
Super easy work.
Super? Damn. Lomachenko.
I don't know. I haven't seen him in a minute. I say he a challenge because he a vet.
Bud Crawford.
The only reason why I say a challenge because his size. He a way bigger guy than him.
And last one, Lamont Roach.
Challenge.
Gotcha. Appreciate you.
On Cigar Talk, Crawford revealed he simply doesn't like Davis as a person. He described Davis as one of these arrogant little dudes who lean on his fame and security while behaving differently in other circumstances. Despite his personal dislike, Crawford conceded that Davis is a good fighter with impressive skills, power, and boxing ability, but remains unable to respect Davis's personality or demeanor. He said Paul's height and endurance might be an advantage, but Davis's punch power and skill are elite, making it a highly unpredictable chess match.
Tank would never even think about to come up to 154.
What about 47, though?
Yes, if he get to pick his opponent. But Tank would never come from 35 to 54.
Y'all got into it on social media around that time. Is that just you being competitive? Like when that happened?
I just really don't like that, dude.
Why, though?
Because I just don't like, I really don't like. That's
like not your cup of tea. That's just
I don't like nothing about him. I just feel like, he just one of these little arrogant little dudes that's using what he got to shield him. He got a lot of security guards around him, and he's in the limelight and stuff like that. But in certain situations, he wouldn't be acting like that.
Do you like him as a fighter, though?
Yeah, he's a damn good fighter.
Yeah.
But like his core personality and his ways.
Following the announcement, Davis promoted the fight with a flashy highlight reel showcasing both his and Paul's knockouts. The accompanying caption teased fans with a hint at the forthcoming showdown in Atlanta, signaling excitement and anticipation for the clash. Meanwhile, Jake Paul leaned into the spectacle, embracing the chaos of being the bigger man while marketing the fight as another chance to silence doubters. The announcement drew strong reactions across the boxing world.
I text that ass. Tell them boys to give me 150 M's. I'm coming. You know what I mean? When I start streaming out that, stop it. Knock it off, cuz. Stop it. Tell them send that bag and I'm coming. And I'm, you know.
He can't fight. So would you look at it as a joke if someone, if your team was like, yo, we want you to fight Jake Paul? Would you be like, come on, man?
I laugh at him. Like,
News being made official. Yeah. Good enough for the sounder. Jake El Gallo Paul taking on Gervonta Tank Davis Friday. It will be the Friday, November 14th.
Ain't disrespectful to the sport if he choose that over fighting with me. I'm the best fighter in the sport. I've been telling him that. He called capped on it, so come prove it.
Is there a height limit in boxing?
Rolly Romero, once Davis's rival, fiercely defended him against criticism, blasting fans who accused Tank of cashing out. Romero slammed the disrespect, saying, "That bastard wants to make a quick buck." He added bluntly, if he wants to be on that level, then he should do it the right way. When asked what he would do in Davis's shoes, he said he would put them on their knees. Despite their rivalry, Romero stood up for Davis.
Bro, you can't be mad at somebody for doing what they feel is best for them.
Will it impact Tank's legacy if Jake Paul were like to beat him or even like knock him out?
Dude, Tank's a 3-division world champion, 4-time 3-division world champion. At the end of it, bro, you can't take anything away from him. Bro, you can't be mad at somebody for doing what they feel is best for them. It's the same way Roach feels Tank is the best option for him. Same way that Stevenson thinks Tank's the best option for him, or like all that stuff, right? At the end of it, bro, we just want to do what's best for ourselves, right?
Fact.
Right or wrong?
Facts.
So just do what's best for you.
Sonnen doesn't think the matchup is as mismatched as many assume. On his YouTube channel, he stated, "It's not as bad a fight as you guys think," distinguishing it from the previously touted Jake Paul versus Anthony Joshua clash. However, Sonnen pinpointed a significant issue that Davis does not know how to sell a fight. He argued that Tank cannot promote or hype a matchup, whether it's a title bout or main event, making the fight less compelling from a marketing standpoint.
Or being Tank Davis. Tank is not the guy that knows how to sell a fight. Tank cannot sell a fight in his own division. It could be a title fight, a contender's fight, a main event fight. He could be the favorite. He could be the underdog. Tank doesn't know how to bring that information to you guys in a way that is compelling. And Tank is already blinking in this situation. You have one guy who is argued amongst the pound for pound current greats in boxing. You have another guy that has suggested he should not even be allowed to box, that he should have to call it something different. He should not be licensed. He should not be ranked in the top 14. He should never be selected for a world title. Okay. Now, Tank has one job to do, which is to let anybody know that's listening that it doesn't make any difference, that boxing is a real sport. My skills versus your skills, of which I have an abundance of and of which you have none of. My life's commitment and dedication versus a second or third or fourth thought.
Gareth A. Davies of TalkSport blasted the Jake Paul versus Gervonta Davis showdown, dismissing it as nothing more than a circus rather than a fundamental boxing contest. He emphasized that while the event might attract a wave of younger fans globally, it undermines the integrity of professional boxing. Davies cautioned that its spectacle-driven appeal threatens serious appreciation of the sport, sugarcoating a fight that deviates from traditional competition. Despite recognizing the ability for Davis to potentially deliver a knockout, Davis suggested that the matchup's primary value lies in entertainment, not championship merit. His take highlights the growing tension between boxing as performance and boxing as an authentic athletic pursuit.
Jake Paul, but 8 inches in height difference, 7 weight divisions between them, 5 stone, 70 pounds between them. It's a joke. It's a circus fight as opposed to a disgrace of a fight, which was Anthony Joshua and Jake Paul. At least you feel in this, you've got quite a poor, very big one against a pound-for-pound, brilliant, unbeaten little un. And the little un who'll come up to his navel will hit him with a lot of body shots. I said in the week to Danny Kelly and Charlie Brooker that, do I mean Charlie Brooker? No,
Baker.
Charlie Baker. That Charlie Brooker's a different person altogether. That he'll be throwing the Superman punch, the leaping left hook. It's going to be a very odd thing. It's called, in inverted commas, an exhibition bout. But everybody in boxing who is a name doesn't mind going in with Jake Paul because they know they're making millions of dollars. And that's the only reason that Gervonta Davis, who's being called the poison little elf by Jake Paul, and it'll be fun in the build-up. Everybody in boxing knows they're guaranteed to make millions of those silverbacks, those greenback notes that they give out in America, and they give them out for fun when Jake Paul fights. So he's not going to say no to it. But can you pick a winner in that fight?
I don't want to. I don't want to. Listen,
no, it's difficult.
My reaction to it, and we're going to have an extensive conversation about this a little bit later.
Antonio Tarver admitted skepticism about how the mismatch between a much larger Paul and defensively explosive Davis will play out. He questioned whether Davis would simply be swinging punches or be able to box smartly on the outside against the weight advantage of Paul. Tarver expressed concerns that Davis, after securing a massive payday, reportedly between $30–40 million for the Jake Paul exhibition, might lose motivation to face top-tier competition. He warned that choosing spectacle over substance could tarnish Davis's legacy and deprive boxing of his prime years in real, high-stakes matchups. Tarver stressed that the sweet purse might shift Davis's priorities away from genuine competition and harm the sport's integrity.
It would just be sad that if Tank Davis' boxing career, real boxing career, championship is over because, of the Jake Paul fight. It would be sad for boxing. I don't know for that to be the case. But if he make, in excess of 30–40 million.
They reported $40 million.
I don't know I don't know what he does after that. Does he come back to boxing and defend those titles? I don't know, bro. So I don't know if could this be the last time we see Tank Davis in a real championship fight? Was Lamont Roach the last fight we see of him like that? I don't know. But if it is, that would be a tough pill to swallow for boxing fans.
Many fans have slammed the bout as a spectacle rather than a true sporting contest, criticizing the severe weight difference and dubbing it a weight bully event. Accusations include avoiding serious opponents like rematches with Roach or fights with Stevenson, framing the matchup as selling out for cash. The general sentiment is that boxing's integrity is at risk, with concerns that it's drifting into performance art over athletic competition. Still, a minority admit they'd watch purely to see how it unfolds, entertaining chaos perhaps, but little else.
Quite surprised because it sounded like Jake Paul and Joshua was getting closer and closer for January. However, there have been rumors of Gervonta Davis versus Jake Paul in the past. I think with Gervonta Davis's kind of legal problems in the last month or so and rumors about his retirement, I don't think it's a massive shock that he is taking this Jake Paul fight if it is going to go ahead, purely for the reason that it's a lot of money for maybe not the most difficult job that he's going to have in his career. So it's a strange one, but yeah, it's just another kind of day in the sport, really, isn't it?
This doesn't do anything for Tank besides put money in his pocket. And I'm not blaming him. I'd probably, maybe I'd do the same thing if I'm Tank. But ultimately, Tank has said many times that he's just trying to make his money and get out of the sport. And a lot of the times people ask him, don't you want to fight guys that are champions and whatnot? And Tank has said, belts don't matter. And to an extent, boxing has become so saturated with belts to the point where, yeah, belts don't really matter as much as they